I'm the Rev Dr John Fox from Elevate, the Christian Disability Trust. We provide spiritual care, relational support, counselling, somebody to watch a movie with, craft activities, tambourines, noisemakers, maracas. We don't do politics until now. We're here because over our 40-year history, we've helped thousands of disabled people reclaim their right to equality and reclaim the dignity of their lives. And so I'm here today on behalf of my friends, the people I've cared for, and myself. I met dozens of MPs over the last 3 years. They said they wanted to hear the debate until it began, and then they ran away. Then they cut it short. Then they said, we'll make it safe. And what they've done is added on the worst bits, some duct tape, a few hopes and a few prayers, and declared the debate over. Well, it's not over for me. And it's not over for us until every person, able-bodied or not, feels the equal dignity of their lives and is protected in law and welcomed in life. I understand the challenge of pain firsthand. I am in pain right now. That does not make me less than human. It does not make my life worth less. And it does not make my suicide thinkable. I understand what it's like to have your body betray you, to rage and grieve and hurt and be frightened of the future and want to die. I've been there too. And in my job, it's my duty and my joy to stand at the end of the bed and to say, in the words of the waiata we heard before, our love will carry you. When you are weak, when you don't see the value in your life, when everything is dark for you, we will hold you. We will be there with you. I am here today because we must protect the vulnerable. We must recognize that all choices come in a context. We don't make decisions by ourselves. We don't come to the idea that our lives are not worth living by ourselves. And we do not live and we do not die by ourselves. We must take another challenge, the challenge to care. Every person in pain, every episode of suicidality is a cry for more help, more support, more love, more connection. That's what people who are sick, disabled, and terminally ill need. What this bill gives them instead is a rickety conveyor belt with only one end, with theoretical, impractical, unworkable, vague safeguards, and no care. Whatever aids, band-aids, and rationalizations we put on that, it institutionalizes the principle that some lives are less than and worth less. I heard members of Parliament at first and second reading speak of their fear of wiping and drooling, their fear of dependency. They shared their stereotypes of what declining disability looks like, trying to carve out an acceptable category of people whose lives matter less. And what I hear is a profound fear of disability. Too often the message disabled people in this country here is better dead than you. That is a shame, that is an outrage, that is a slow motion sacrilege. I have worked my whole life for the dignity of every soul and the equality of every life. I know firsthand the radical vulnerability of the terminally ill, the elderly and the grieving. So does everyone sitting here on this stage. For all of us, they are us. In union with the greater part of the disability sector, the GPs, the palliative care physicians, yes, even we poor church leaders, we know the reality of life and death. And this bill is deaf, this bill is broken, this bill is not good enough. It is also the case that once we cross this line, we can never go back. What happens today for the terminally ill in the hard case happens tomorrow for the disabled, the elderly, and the profoundly vulnerable. There is only one way this goes, out of control, and there is no way to make it safe. We must invest in social care. We must reconnect those who are lost. We must put our arms around those not feeling their value. We must expand pain and palliative care services. In fact, we must do everything except the bit with the poison. I beg of every MP to reject this bill and the mentality that calls some lives disposable. I beg of you, I ask you, I argue with you, I plead with you, do not kill anyone. I asked the Elevate group what it is they wish to say, and they had a few things that they want you to hear. Don't drop us. Don't make it harder for us. Don't tempt us to end our lives. When we have our darkest moments, we need our country to reflect back to us that we are loved, necessary, valued, and equal. This is not about choice. It's about the value of disabled life and the two things which should balance choice, solidarity and love. And so we are determined, here, next year, always, to fight for the value of every life. We will be telling MPs, as we have over the last 3 years, we will not go home. We will not forget. We are watching you. And if they continue their shoddy record of not listening, we will take our case to the people and we will keep on making it until every single life is equally valued. That is our job. That is our duty. That is our mission. Let's get on with it.